I'm with Henrik Leerberg, Product Line Director for Structureware for Data Centers at Schneider Electric. Henrik, with virtualization strategies so key to so many IT departments now, who's actually looking after the physical servers these days?
Yeah, that's actually a big dilemma in many companies right now. Not the visionary. The visionary companies have done this, been on this trend for many years now, but many companies today, they don't know what to do because it's kind of been that vacancy in that area that nobody cares about the physical server anymore and the physical equipment on the IT side, because IT have moved on. It's much more into applications and the services that is to be provided by the data center, and do not really care about what is underneath, as long as they can get their compute and their storage and their network and so on. So that the physical IT device has to go somewhere. And as we see it from Schneider Electric, we see definitely that the only one who could take over that responsibility is really the facilities. The facilities organization needs new skills, new tools, new software to actually not necessarily understand what goes on inside the server, but understand how the server should be, where it should be located, how it should be connected, and these kind of things.
When DCIM was first introduced, there was a lot of talk about the software being the piece which finally bridged the gap between IT and facilities. Do you think it's somewhat ironic that actually it's the IT that's coming into facilities rather than the IT looking after facilities that's happened?
I think that's an interesting aspect to this whole discussion here. That many in the market and many in the entire DCIM community really thought the opposite of what is actually going on right now. So facility is expanding their domain, so to speak, going up this technology stack, whereas as IT is really also moving up, but going more and more abstracted away and decoupled from the physical side of the data center.
With this kind of movement going on, with this phenomenon, does that mean we're stepping closer to more of a software-defined data center?
Yeah, no, I completely agree that this is kind of the first step towards that, because for many years compute has been virtualized and abstracted away from the physical computer. Today we also see virtualized or software-defined networks, software-defined storage, and one of the single tools or platforms that actually understands the entire topology between the different devices that's in the physical layer of the data center is really DCIM. DCIM understands how the server is connected to the power chain, how it's being cooled down, where it's located, and so on. What is the performance characteristics of the server itself, how much memory does it have, and all these kind of things. It's understood by the DCIM. But DCIM is not supposed, in my mind, to become a new virtualization or hypervisor environment, right? We have great other partners to actually take care of that, but we need to work in the ecosystem together. That means that DCIM has to be open. We need to receive input from the abstraction layers, so to speak, but we also need to provide info into that layer of compute that actually, so we can help them to take the right decisions when they are moving workloads around and so on.